and all of that, especially for the Great Hall. That's resource efficient. Love this gun, especially for just doing this. Hey everybody, welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved, where we just started building the castle. And as you might notice behind me, I have finished this. The gatehouse is done. Look at that. That's a nice view from here. Oh yeah, I like that very, very much. So what I did, eventually, I put down some stairs here and a railing, because, you know, we don't have a diagonal piece for these battlements. Exactly. And also made sure that we have our tower done. Now I need to somehow connect a staircase to this if I ever want to use this as a real tower and be able to go down in there. I don't know if that will be a thing. It looks good for now, that's all that matters. And I probably have to extend this up like 1 or 2 higher to make that actually look good. For now it looks a little... I know, that should be a little higher, huh? Especially when there's a huge building coming up there, and that's not even done yet. I think that needs 2 more walls or so to actually be able to connect up there where we wanted to connect. Yeah. So that is done. That works. Everything's fine. The gates are working. We have a switch down there to, you know, use them all simultaneously. That's good. Put in the corner pieces over here. As you can see. There will be another tower over here of some sort, and on the other end over there... I have to move that, huh? Because that's right on the corner, and... Hello? ARK? Thank you. And that is not right on the corner. I think there is a reason for that. Only I could remember. It might be because I moved out a little bit and that was the original connection point, or because I moved that in for a reason. It might also just be that I moved that in because this corner would hit this right here. Would it? Probably. So one of those two needs to move. And then I've started laying in the second row of foundations all around. All the way up there, as you can see, there is a wall there. And yeah, started putting up the walls. And the second gatehouse, there will be a one over here. Man, if this flight was any slower. Creative mode in Minecraft. So I used this spot over here because this is the next spot where the ground would actually intersect with whatever we're putting down here. Do I still have some of those? Yeah, I do. See? And originally, I mean, this was out here, right? That's this row, that's where the walls go. And then I tried to match that up with what we built over there. So I came in by one diagonal, one here. And now it doesn't intersect with the ground anymore. So, yeah, well, it doesn't do that anywhere else either. I mean, if you look at this, you can see it clearly. There's no intersection going on anywhere over here. And the only other place where I would put another gatehouse is probably right here. Because that's where the ground texture kind of gives us a road. Like, you could come in here and then you would go, you know, all the way over here. And then over there. That kind of would make sense. I will find something else for that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. That's actually good. I should get a patent on that. A coop of some sort. Fence it in, put some dodos in there or whatever. For the immediate supply for... Oh wow, the lighting. See that? There. For the castle. And we still need to work around this thing, which is what I want to start today, probably. But first, I want to get the walls up. At least, you know, 1 layer high. Well, it's 3 layers, really, because we're using these here, the 3x3, the XL walls. So I want to get that all the way around, so that we can get the creatures out of here. The downside of having OBS running to record when you actually have it set up for stream and all the other stuff is that once in a while you actually get a sub alert. Well, I just got a new subscriber, that's great. So, I will finish this the second gatehouse as best as I can. And get the walls around, and then I see you right back when we start doing other things. I probably also want to connect up there, because the walls are going over here. I was thinking about just diverting them, like, diagonally that way. We might still do that. Might actually make more sense than just having them like go straight into this rock face. And then use that as a way to get a road in here? Of some degree? Because we still need a road going up there, right? I mean, that is where our villa and the big bathtub and Scott's villa is located, so that would make sense. And there's no way to get onto that from the other side. Otherwise it would be a security risk. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, let me do that first. Let me get in the walls. Also need to see what we do with this corner over here. Currently it just ends here, that's fine. But since this skeleton is part of the actual castle, there will be sort of a wall going right over here. Right through here. Of some degree. Maybe we just come out a little bit here, and then we slope in diagonally, and then we go over here. So that it doesn't connect right into the gatehouse. That probably makes sense. And then we need to see what we do with this. And it would make kind of sense, and it would definitely look cool to actually have a great hall in here. Like an entrance over here somewhere, and then you come in. And then this is the actual great hall of the castle. So we would need a floor and a throne and all of those things in here. I like that idea. We'll see. I meet you right back. Well, that took a little longer than expected. But this part is done. Right over here we have a connection to our bathhouse area type deal place thing. And the walls... Ooh. Haha, caught myself. The walls are done all the way around. They're not as high up as they will be, but they're done. So we're keeping creatures out or in case of those dodos and that turtle. Over here, I'm probably just gonna stick one of Eco's elevators, the wooden ones that we have all the way over there in the warehouse. That should do good. Otherwise, I would have to build a staircase, some sort of a... Yeah. No. It's gonna be an elevator. And over here... Yeah, that's what I have to live with. Did I see? No, that wasn't a dildo. That was a dodo. Over here we have a little nook. A little nook and cranny. Technically, that's all done by the 3x3 walls. And yeah, I know, it's only one wide. But the 3x3 walls are still 3 high. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walls here. And if I had used the regular walls, well, it's 6 for one side. It's going 6 walls up. And then there's another 6 on that side, and another 6 on this side. So, that's 18 instead of 6. And you won't be able to see it anyway, because we're going to put ceilings on top, right? Doesn't really matter. In here, I'm also going to stick an elevator. Yeah. I think that might be a cool idea. We'll see if that works out. If it doesn't work out, you know, I just take the wall out and that's it. Probably. I moved the tower back to the corner over there. As you can see, down here. Yeah, that's done. Matches over there. I think this stretch of wall is just a little bit too long. I need to put something in there. I don't know what. An idea will come to me at some stage. Otherwise, you know where the comment section is, right? If you have an idea what we could put here, anything else but a gate, then I'm all ears. I might just leave the wall as it is and use the same principle we have over there with the 2 drawbridges. And from that wall build a drawbridge out here and then have a sort of a mage tower over here that only connects via those 2 drawbridges. I mean, we do have the room for that, and then just have a tower that goes up here. It kind of looks out of place because all of that. Why would you want a mage tower down there when you could build it up there? We're not going to. That space is already planned for. But I don't know. And then we have that big building over there, and this is the place of big buildings over here. Anyway, I have started to lay down some foundations here. I connected them to I can't even remember that side or that side, and then I just, you know, went all the way over here so that all squares up nicely, and it should, because I think eventually to one side we will connect this big building. This is only one part of it. This is going to be the Great Hall. And eventually, it has to be that high. Yeah. That's gonna be interesting. Honestly, I have no clue. No plan on how to go about this. We'll just do it in bits and pieces and see if we can connect that so it does make sense and look good. Yeah. Thank you. No thank you. So, first of all, we're gonna just lay down some groundwork here, put on some floor. If it ever lets us place. I'll remove that later. It's a bit of a pity that you can't just get rid of that with a, you know, whack of a Bronto tail. That would be so cool. And we need to enclase. Oh wow, that's a new word now. We need to encase this whole flippin' skeleton. So, first floor will be on top of this. I think right here is the highest point, right? Yeah, so on top of this. That's first floor. Which is coincidentally the roof of this hall. So probably, since it's gonna be really dark up there, we're gonna use some chandeliers hanging from the roof, but above the ribcage, if we can, to get some light in here. That should look pretty cool. I mean, we already have the church, which is pretty high as well, and we already know that lightning high up looks pretty damn spiffy, if I may say so myself. But for now, I'm definitely just gonna lay in this floor. And we'll see that we encase this whole thing, which means we need to come out here. Great. That's exactly what I wanted. Now, do I want all of this place over here? I mean, the castle will probably have more than just the Great Hall, right? So there needs to be a kitchen area and all of that, especially for the Great Hall. That's resource efficient. Love this gun, especially for just doing this. So getting a kitchen area over in here, maybe raise it up one, since, you know, it's getting up there. And we're already sticking into the ground all the way over here. So, can we... Yeah, we could. Just go one up right there. For example, and then connect to that. We'll see. So this will definitely be some sort of an area, I think. Connect into the wall as best as we can. We already have issues over here that we actually have the foundations a little bit too low. The sand is sticking in, as you can see right here. We will just have to live with that. There's always the option of putting carpet down or raising this a little bit using a pillar trick or whatnot. For now we're just going to put it down to get an idea of what it looks like. I think it's actually what we're going to do. Just raise it up like by one brick. Scryptar, how much is a brick? Well, if you look at those walls, they're made out of brick, right? Or you can see it here in the preview. They are horizontal lines. That's a brick. If we raise it up by one brick, we would be what? I don't want you to snap. I just want. No, I can't show you. Guesswork. That's what we're gonna do. I guess and you work. Or the other way around. Can't remember. One of those two things. So let me put this down. And probably raise the floor a little somewhere. I can also not get rid of these flowers, right? That's... yeah. We will definitely have to raise the floor in here. BRB. Okay, so that is done. We have a raised floor. It's a little higher than I originally anticipated. You know, it's not just one brick. It's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I got when I stuck a vanilla pillar in here. Ceiling on top, one ceiling out, and then a foundation underneath that ceiling. That's the height you get. But that also means we can come over here, and as you can see, it is broad daylight. As you can see, this barely sinks into the ground over here. So we can use this, once we get rid of all the boulders, to extend all the way out here and build more stuff. Now we need an entrance over here. I was thinking, we do have these, the keep gateway, which is the same we used in the church over there for the big windows. ARK. Want that here. Wait, I can't put that there. The wall is here, right? I need to put it here. Yeah, that's where it goes. So the walls will be here. Let's... For now. There will be windows in here and all that stuff, but for now... yeah, now it's overlapping. Perfect. Oh, this has taken way too long so far. Okay, this goes here, and then we just drop that here for now. This has to come out over here and then connect to that over there, at the very least, because that's the left-hand corner of that platform up there. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a castle. It's going to be one big thing. There's going to be towers in here, breaking up the monotony. Yeah, that's a word. And all that. So, Which means, if I have this raised floor, I actually need to fill this in, right? I need to do something crazy like this, and actually have double foundations. Which you can do, since they are not snapped on top of each other, or into each other, but actually somewhere in between. You can put them in the same spot without breaking them. There. Now we need to get up here. Don't let yourself get fooled by the texture it shows you. That's just to mark where the entrance is gonna be. That's not gonna stay that way. Probably obsidian floor down here, nice and shiny. Can I please? Ah. Wait. That's one of the issues. You see we have two snap points here, right? The lower one, this one, and the one where that snapped to. Yeah, here you can see pretty clearly. But this only works going that way and that way. It does not work going that way or that way. No, these. Ooh. See, I don't get a second snap point here, and I can press Q all I want. Yeah. The stairs go wherever. Here on the outside, I get these two. You can see it flickers, but not here. Nope. Well, that would also be a thing. That would leave us with one stair in the middle. No, I can't do that. It's a grand entrance. Come on. And if I do it like this, then we get this the staircase effect right here in the middle, so that's not gonna work. We need them to be in the same snap point, which is that one. Nope, not that one. I hate it. I absolutely hate this. Nope. Yeah. No! There's nothing you can do. There you go. And over here, we don't need to be careful. There's only one snap point. Perfect! Yeah, that's cool. So, let's see. Military buildings, castles and such are greystone. Is it greystone? Greystone, yeah! So greystone and mossy when you get close to the water and in areas where that makes sense. Sandstone is more or less private stuff, the villas and things. Brick buildings or such are red granite, that's what we've decided. That leaves dark matter, obsidian, and hellfire. And obviously... that's not a real building material, and it doesn't really fit the rest. That thing there is all obsidian, that church. So on the outside we just keep it as it is, but on the inside we might probably just do obsidian. Not that. Also not that. That just looks... ugh. Let's do this. Are you? Yeah. It looked a little weird where it connected here. It looks like it's not snapped correctly. No, that's just the stairs. That's just how they are. Yeah, I like that. Nice and shiny. So I have to run around and do this for a while. And then we need to get some light in here so we can actually see how good that looks. Can we... Yeah, see? 2 PM. Sun coming over the mountain, not blocking it. That works. And we do want a lot of windows on that side, probably. Looking into the castle yard, whatever you call that. Because it makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Alright, so in here, this is gonna be the Grand Hall. It's not as high anymore as I would like it to be, due to the raise in height of the floor. It's not that much also, I mean, it's okay. We just can't raise it any higher than that. So you come in over there. You will need to go through some sort of big gate, probably a copy of that one, to come in here. Now, if we start connecting walls and such to these, then they will stick out the roof. The roof has to connect to this outer wall. It will be supported on the inside because foundations are there and they are snapped in the correct places. They're not to any degree off or anything. That's because of the way we place them down. What we could do is raise the walls as high as they need to be. Let's start with that. Ooh. Oh, that's an issue. Well, maybe not. Maybe we can sell that as on purpose. I don't think so. Crap. Which means we might have to get a ceiling in here instead of that. Put it... Really? Let's put a ceiling on top. It's also not on top. Can I please put a ceiling on top? Nope. We can put one there. No, this one. If I break this, the stair will fall down. Ah, come on! Now, do you see the difference? That's what I want to know. You go obsidian? Can't see that from the outside, that's good. But you do get this lip here, because the ceiling is just a little bit higher than the floor. And we can't do the whole floor in ceilings, which, you know, would be an option. But then there is no foundation support underneath, so we wouldn't be able to go through the whole thing. Without snapping foundations underneath. Which, you know, we can do now. That is a thing. Maybe just not right here on the outside. But that would mean we have a foundation and a ceiling. And I don't like that idea. A single bit. There's no use in doing that. It just doubles up on the amount of entities you need to load for the one floor here. So, we just leave the outside this greystone texture and see if we can work with that. We already have a double issue here. I mean, we have this foundation and the foundation down there. I don't want to triple that. There. Right, well, that is definitely done. That looks good. I like that. Let's see how high we have to go here. Come on. Jump up. One more? Yeah, that also works. That might just be enough. Oh, come on. See, that's why you see fly very, very often in my command list. That is still just barely not enough. Needs to be one more. Wow, that's a big building then. I think it's bigger than the walls, which is okay. I mean, the outer walls are usually not as big as the castle inside, right? So that does make sense somehow. That's 3 of those walls on top of each other, so that's 9 high, that's 6 high. And that I don't even want to think about. It's like 20 something. Okay, that will take a while to figure out. So I'm definitely gonna need to paint that whole floor. And I'm gonna need to put the walls around the outside and mark the spots where the windows are going to go. Probably they're gonna be raised windows. So down here we have a wall, just one. Do I have a wall on my hotbar? I don't have a wall on my hotbar. Why do I not have a wall on my hotbar? I'm so prepared. Like that. So that should be... How high are you? 1, 2, 3, 4 stones higher than that. So we have a little 4 stone height increase, and then on top we can put the window. And the windows are... they're too high, right? That's the same we used over there in the church. I believe they are 2 walls high. And if we're using 3x3s here, and just break that up with windows once in a while, which are raised by 1, then this is also 3 high. That makes perfect sense. That's good. Yeah, look at that. Put a window there, then we have one of these walls, then we put another window, we have another one of these walls, and then we put another window, and that would end right here. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of this off-cam because it's just grindy stuff and laying things out, and we get back together when I figured out what to do with this. You can actually access that from the outside. I don't like that. I can't move that further in either, because it's exactly where it's supposed to be. Ugh, this obsidian texture. What happens if I do this? Yeah, that's even worse. Oh wow. How about that? It gets worse and worse and worse. This I somehow can do. I would be able to sort of live with that. And there's nothing we can do really, because this wall, the other way around, this foundation needs to be adjacent to that wall. So even if we say, okay, well, let's just leave it as it is and come out here diagonally and then go around the outside with one more layer of foundations, no, that's not going to work. Unless we have a double wall, one wall here and one wall on the inside, and just don't care about it. That would be an option. Well, then we have double the amount of walls that we need to place, right? So this would go here. And then obviously there would be one... can I get that snap point down there? Yeah, thank you. There would be one there. Which means we don't need this foundation here at all. For whatever reason that staircase didn't collapse. That would be a thing. Because then we don't have to worry, then there's nothing sticking through here. And instead of having one foundation here, we would have one wall here. But this wall then needs to go up. Or we have this, you know, we have a slope, a ramp or something connecting to the wall. That could be a pretty cool feature. We could also put water in here. That could also be a cool feature. I'm getting ideas here, people. Like I said, I have no plan for this whole freaking thing, other than it's gonna be in the skeleton, and there's gonna be a big entrance over here, and we need a raised floor on the inside, as we figured out. And now we need to figure out what to do with it, which we're gonna do next time. That's it for today, folks. If you like the video, subscribe for more, leave a comment if you feel like it. Don't forget to enjoy yourselves. See you soon.